What's something that every parent should tell their child? It's alright to make a mistake. As long as you can admit it and grow from it. Admitting they can be wrong sometimes. Parents are humans and make mistakes. Kids need to see that. Edit. Thank you for the silver and awards. A good parent shouldn't be afraid to apologize to their kid when they're wrong. If you make a mistake and need help, come to me. Kids tend to make bad situations worse by trying not to get caught. I know way too many people who got in drunk driving accidents because they were too afraid to call their parents for help and drove home or got in the car with a drunk driver. Be kind. You never know what someone might be going through. And, I love you. I'm proud of you. I love you. Sorry. When appropriate. If anyone ever tells them, this will be our little secret. Especially if it involves physical contact. My child needs to get as far away from that person ASAP. Find a trusted adult. And contact me. My child will know they will not be in trouble for telling and I will always believe them. The proper terminology for their genitals. Other adults aren't always going to know what your kid means when they say, someone played with my monkey or my tutu. And predators aren't going to call them by the proper names either. So it's another deterrent for abuse to occur. Vagina. Penis. Vulva. Testicles. These are not dirty words, people. Edit. Thank you for the award, kind stranger. I'm also glad to know my kids aren't the only ones embarrassing me to death. So thank you for the laughs too. Look out for the smaller kids on the playground. Kindness is free, so make sure to use it. Express that it's okay to feel uncomfortable and not want to do something. I saw a post where a mother taught her daughter to say hello, but if she didn't want a hug or a kiss on the cheek, she was never forced to do so. If the kid felt comfortable, she would do it. Expressing that this is okay seems pretty important. Emo. Whenever another kid is being mean to them, physically or verbally, don't tell your child that the other kid was being mean to them because they like your child. Your child might grow up mistaking abuse for affection. It's important to be kind. But you don't need to be everyone's best friend. Some PPL are just not going to like you. And that's okay, it goes both ways. Also, being a teenager is fucking hard work. It gets so much better after high school. I promise. Do you wanna talk about anything? Sometimes. Friends you trust will manipulate you. Parents should teach their children what manipulation is and how to avoid it. 'Cause it ain't so black and white. Be careful with your choice of friends. Knock the door before you enter. I appreciate your input. You won't always be right and what you say won't always change my mind, but I still value your opinion. Communicate with your kid. Most of the time you will know better than they will, but at least listen to what they have to say. Remember to also keep an open mind and be willing to compromise. You will always be my child. And I'll always want to take care of you. But you have the right to ask me to let go when you feel the time is right. If you try to make it on your own but fall, call me anyway. I want to be there to catch you. You are loved. You are wanted. And regardless how you choose to live your life, I'll always love you. Stop running around the restaurant, Jimmy. Always have an open mind before coming to an opinion. Question and research the facts before blindly following someone else's lead. Maybe not. Your life is too easy. You have nothing to be depressed about. I love you. I am proud of you and I'm happy to have you. Sweet dreams. See you tomorrow. The world is a fucked up place. People are going to hate you for the sake of hating you, and spit on you for what you believe. What I want you to know is I'll always support you. And I'll never be disappointed in what you do with your life as long as you love it. Tilda, my dad. Never dive headfirst into unfamiliar water. My cousin broke his neck that way. Your low academic performance does not mean you'll be a failure in life. If someone is harming you, I don't care what the school says, you are free to defend yourself. I will not ever ground or be upset with you using self-defense. That's it. Okay to ask for help and no one will think less of them. Speak up. Say what's on your mind. So many kids are taught it's rude to talk back to your parents that it sometimes robs them of the confidence to speak up anywhere. Childhood is like being drunk. Everyone remembers what you did except you. So be careful. My dad. You aren't making a difference by arguing with shitheads on the internet. Family medical history. Don't fucking go into any random people's vans or cars at all. You are enough. You don't have to be anyone you're not. You don't have to respect anyone that disrespects you. Even if they're you. Elder. If you sprinkle when you tinkle. Be a sweetie and wipe the CT. How to be emotionally intelligent. I feel like I didn't use a lot of my 20s to their full potential because I was an emotional idiot. No. My son. Don't just eat a candy because it's a candy. Eat only good candies. It's alright to fail. As long as you pick yourself back up and learn something from it. And that you still love them no matter their grades and their beliefs. At least that's what I wanted to hear from my parents. Having money doesn't make you better than anybody else. Edit. Typo. I love you. That every exasperating failure in your life could very well turn out to be a blessing in disguise. I have many examples of this in my life I can use this to explain. When in trouble, always plead the fifth. Keep your mouth shut. And when something controversial comes up, say no comment. You don't have to earn my love. Nothing you do will ever make me love you any less. I will always love you. No matter what. I say these 3 lines to my kids so often. I'm not a parent, but something I wish my parents would have told me before graduation is that, even though I have friends in high school, to always have it in the back of my mind that they were going to move on after high school, and so was I. Whatever happens in high school is just a small moment in the timeline of your life. As important as it seems during the time. In the end, it really doesn't matter. It's different if it is a big life decision like tests, picking your next level of education. Jobs and family matter. No means no. Sometimes. It doesn't matter how hard you work. You just end up with shit. Things I tell my kids. 1. You don't have to be happy all the time. It's okay to feel what you need to feel. 2. It's your body. And you get to choose what happens to it. 3. Do you know how much I love you? I love you so much. 4. I love how hard you work. 5. I believe you can do it by yourself. I believe in you always. 6. You can always get a mommy hug. 7. There is nothing you could ever do that will make me stop loving you. You didn't ask to be born, so it's my responsibility to take care of you. Pay for your expenses and make food, and you don't have to thank me for it because it's normal. Actual thing my parent told me as a child. I'll never be mad at you when you are telling me the truth. Coping skills to process their emotions. Men have feelings and are to be respected just like women are. I will never be mad at you in the moment when you need help. If my kid calls me and is drunk, hi whatever. IDC. I want you safe and right now. You're making a great decision by calling or texting me to get you. That takes balls and trusting in the parent. I wouldn't want to destroy that. Adults don't ask kids for help. They ask other adults. And adults don't ask kids to keep secrets. The world isn't fair. Don't try to change what you can't, and instead worry about the things you can. Just do the next right thing. No matter how you got into the situation you're in, focus on what the next right thing is and not covering for those mistakes. Own them. Learn from them. And don't be afraid to say I'm sorry. Then move on from them so mistakes don't bring you down for too long. Too many people let regret paralyze them. Don't judge a person by the color of their skin. I know it's simple, but I feel like it fits with what's going on with the world right now. What to do in an emergency. If the fire alarm goes off, they should know that they need to get out of the house. Don't look for mom and dad. Don't hide under the bed. Get out. They also need to know how to call emergency services. If a parent collapses, the child may be the only person around to make the call. Be your own person. Not what anyone else wants you to be. Despite a person's situation, you are no better than anyone and they are no better than you. Consent and boundaries regarding your own body. You don't have to do anything sexual if you don't want to, and if anyone tries to pressure you into it, they're being disrespectful and aren't worth your time. Wish my parents had taught me this. Don't be a fucking idiot. The idea that if someone specifically tells them to not tell their parents, they should tell their parents immediately. This is something an old boss, as an au pair, did with her kids. She did this with the idea that if anyone tried to do something awful. Let's be honest. Most molesters grooms the child with the Just our little secret, nobody will believe you. Method. Then they would tell their parents, knowing that their parents would always be thankful they did, even if what the kid did was naughty, illegal, whatever. Hilarious after effect once was the kids weren't allowed soda. One of their cousins gave them some and one of the kids immediately told me and their mom. Also think that it might perpetuate into their teens. Their mom hopes anyway. Tell me more. Kid ramblings can be annoying at times, but if a kid is excited about something or feeling something deeply, listen. It can mean so much to them. You don't owe anybody a damn thing. Whether it be friendships, relationships, etc. If you are ever scared, unsure, or something doesn't feel right, I promise I will listen to you and take your concerns seriously. No matter what anyone tells you, you will not automatically get in trouble with me because of something you did. I don't care who tells you that. A teacher, a friend of yours, an uncle, nobody. I'm here for you. And no matter what you do, that's not going to change. Even if you do get in trouble, I am here for you. And also, for those particularly evil people you might meet in life. No. They're not going to kill your parents if you tell us. I am invincible. I am your own personal Superman until you're old enough to understand otherwise. And after that I still will be. You can believe that.